Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another live trading webinar. I hope you guys doing all right. So William said, good morning, Theo, and everyone. Good morning, William. Larry said, good morning, Theo. Good morning, Larry. Maria Julia said, good morning, all. I think it's better to hit the beach today. Absolutely. It's too hot here. And Mr. Carlos said, good morning. How are you doing, Mr. Carlos? Janice, good morning, Janice. Good morning, Nick. Nick said also, good morning, everyone. And Janice Mohammed, good morning, my friends. Mladen, how are you doing? Good morning, Mladen. Daminka, good morning. I hope you're doing all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or any personal recommendation. And as usual, please make sure you engage with your weekly fundamental analysis in the format of podcast. You can find it from the website. There is a link below the YouTube channel and you can click on that. And also for those who are new here and you haven't downloaded your mobile application, please make sure you do that. So, hello, Cherry. How are you doing? Cherry said, good morning. So let's check the charts. Where is the screen? Okay, here we are. That's the DAX. We're going to come back later on and check the DAX for some trades today. Let's start with the pound, guys. Nice sell-off yesterday on the pound. We had this nice bearish engulfing candle or line, and it played with a 3-to-1 target. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the trade, but that's okay. What to do? So now there is still some room. If we use the FIB tool from low to the high, we bounced from 50% FIB retracement, and the market found some support, but there is also a strong support down here. Maybe the market is going to continue moving lower. If you go to the lower time frames, you're going to see that these lower highs and lower lows, they are this push to the upside. Actually, it's a retracement, happened yesterday. Back to the daily chart, we're still bearish on this one. Euro US dollar. It's time for some retracement, of course, for some correction in the market. After long impulse candles, the Forex market, usually they like to play some retracement. And it's something we are anticipated. So I'm pretty much bearish on the euro as well. Australian dollar, we see already formed a nice higher high. Again, we are coming from a double top. I'm not in a rush to buy the Aussie, to be honest. The Kiwi found support at this previous swing high. Around the 50% of this long candle, and the market can push higher, of course. Next, it's the US dollar again, the JPY. Kind of support here, although we are below this broken upward trend line, and the markets, as I told you many times, they can find resistance after they break below the trend line. So I'm not convinced to buy the US dollar against the Japanese yen, but I'm convinced to keep selling the pound. I'm convinced to sell the euro, but maybe the Japanese yen is also strong now. That's why I will avoid to buy the USD against the Japanese yen. USD Canadian dollar, this bullish engulfing, it looks like it's not here for good market. It's just pushing lower. We identified yesterday also weakness on the Canadian dollar, euro against the JPY. Gradually, it's creating higher highs, higher lows, and it's a good time to have a look at the indicator. Let me grab the drawing tool and let's check the indicator. Now, we see that the market from here to there, here is the there, yep, price was pretty much moving higher. Same, the indicator was confirming the higher price, the strength of the price. Now, market retrace, so the indicator, and let's change the color. And market start moving higher, so the indicator. Now, where is the conflict? If the indicator, if the market make equal high or a new high, and the indicator failed to make a higher than this high, it means there is a sort of weakness in this move. Guys, that's exactly how you read the indicators and the divergence. Pay attention to this. Again, market made an impulse move. So the indicator created a new high. Then market retraced. So the indicator. And now market is trying to make a new high, and it's trying to approach the previous swing high. If the indicator failed to make a higher than the previous high of the indicator, it means there is a sort of weakness in this upward move. Therefore, there is a high chance to see some correction at any point. And that's how we read the bearish divergence. The opposite applies for the bullish divergence. So pretty much bullish on the euro until the price hits this resistance. Next one is the pound JPY. Market broke below the upward trend line. Pound behaves with extreme weakness, as we identified earlier. Therefore, we are looking to sell the pound and not to buy it. Australian dollar, JPY, it's not something I identified as a high probability trade because there is no recognized pattern. This minimal swing here, it's good to play it on the 4-hour chart, not on the daily chart. Let's read some comments. Mladen said, I think Australian dollar, it's only temporarily stronger because of better data than expected. Agree, that's right, Mladen. Larry asked, is it a good idea to focus on only one currency pair? Great question, Larry. If you are trading 1 minute, 5 minute charts and you see all the time the swings in the market, and you are intraday trader trading a specific time, I encourage to monitor and trade only one currency pair, yes. But if you are trading the daily charts, I think it's not going to be ideal, because daily chart, like which one? Let me bring it. I think it's the US 30 I was looking. So if the market is just moving in one direction and you want to find your 50 or 61.8% retracement to enter with a trend, then maybe it's going to take you 3 weeks or 1 month to take one trade. So if you are trading on the daily chart, or if you are trading on the 4-hour chart and you are using support and resistance of the weekly and you're trying to get early in the move, I encourage you to look more than one currency pairs. William asked, Theo, you just gave an explanation of divergence in 1 minute, while webinars gave it in 1 hour. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunately, William, and for everyone, the problem, people, they try to explain you what divergence means and how to use divergence just because they read it on the textbook. But the reason I'm capable to explain you in 1 minute is because I stuffed it so many times in my life with divergence until I realize, not I realize, until I experience exactly how the indicator is structured, what the indicator really means, how the indicator really can be explained in the chart. Therefore, I'm able to tell you 1 + 1 = 2. That's simple as that. Okay. Roman, good morning, my friend. Mohammed. Mohammed asks, from your journey, how I can improve my level like you by step. It's step by step. It's being consistent. It's being persistent, and persistent in any field beats skilled, beats everything. Okay, someone with, if someone traded for 1 year and then it paused for 2 years and then it came back after 5 years and say, yeah, I have 6 years experience, but actually 1 year it was a trading activity, it doesn't mean it has experience that you really can rely on to learn, or but persistent, it's the only one skill that it will really take you where you want to be here every single day, to at least look your charts every single day. Yes, we take breaks. I mean, I don't like to sound like a boss here. You have to look at the chart. No, you don't have to do anything. But if you create kind of consistency and be persistent, I'm sure you're going to experience the results you want to experience. Ibrahim, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ibrahim. Ibrahim asks, do you trade gold? I trade gold not intraday, but yes, I look at gold, and we're going to look at gold today as well. Next one, Canadian dollar JPY. Price found some support at this point here with some hammers. It's trying to push higher and show some bullishness here. New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. It's a bit of mess here. Price came almost all the way to take this hammer blow, and now it's bouncing upward, which is good if you are holding positions here. Let's check the gold and some indices. Guys, if you would like any analysis on any other currency pair, just let me know. I realize that many of you trade mainly the majors, the Japanese yen and the Japanese yen pairs, and then indices and commodities. But if you want any analysis on the other, like Aussie CAD or Euro, let me know. So I'll try to go into the commodities and the indices on a daily basis. We'll leave the DAX for later. Let's check the gold. At this resistance here, for me, it's a very nice opportunity to place a sell stop order below the previous candle body, and that's what I'm going to do. Why I do that? Because first, we are at resistance. So maybe there is a strong selling force joining this market, and selling orders, they will be activated. Then price make a false breakout. If it's going to end up being a false breakout, guys, write this down, please. This is why support and resistance, if they hold well. And we see momentum joining us here, as here from support, and here from resistance, here from resistance. I will explain you right now exactly what's the underlying dynamics behind this phenomena. So at resistance, there are orders sitting here, sell limit orders, from the moment the price was here and here and there. So accumulation of sell limit orders appear at this area here, because everyone see this resistance. Then these orders get triggered when the price tapped into the area. There are also at the same time buy stop orders waiting to be executed once price penetrated and moved beyond the resistance. These buy stop orders now are activated. So if the price is going to create a false breakout at this point, all these buy stop orders, they are accompanied by a stop loss somewhere below this low here or there. Somewhere here there are stop losses. What does a stop loss mean when we have a buy order in the market? A stop loss for the broker is a sell limit order, or just keep it simple, a sell stop order. So if this is going to end up being a false breakout, at this point here, many sell orders, they're going to be activated to get out of the trade. All these traders, they are in the wrong side. So sell limit orders here, accumulation of selling pressure, sell stop orders here. Once the price come below this low point here, accumulation of selling pressure. Traders that they execute at any point here because they see the market it's moving lower. All these orders, they're going to accumulate a momentum to the downside. That's why we recommend as educators, okay, not personal advice or trading advice, we prefer to sell from resistance rather than buy the resistance. Okay, that's the reason. I hope that makes sense. And today you have clarity what the heck is going on with support and resistance, and why, okay, is price at support, we buy, is price at resistance, we sell. That's the reason. So I place a sell stop order here. I'm going to modify it with a stop loss above this point. All the time you calculate your lot size and everything. Oh my goodness, this is very MetaTrader kills me. All right. And a take profit, it's going to be 3 to 1. Somewhere there. So I will cancel the pending order. If it's not going to get triggered today, see how I do it on the MetaTrader, guys. You can do the same if you take this type of trades. By today, 23:45 broker time, automatically cancel the order if it's not triggered. WTI, you see this resistance here, it holds really well. Another attempt from the price to move beyond that, and it got rejected. It doesn't come with any tradable pattern I want to trade. Silver, we see these higher highs, higher lows, but pretty much on an exhaustion. The RSI is already in an overbought condition, oversold condition, sorry. But we are not at a strong area of support, of resistance. Hold on. Let's check this inside. That's a good one. Okay, that's it. That's an inside resistance, and the market is selling off from this inside resistance. This is very good. Very nice trade. Although 3-1, it has to penetrate the support. Another good opportunity is this one here for a potential bearish engulfing. Cuber, double top here. Market is moving lower. Still bearish on the Cuber. Bitcoin, it's hovering around the $30,000. Let's see if it's going to move higher or lower. Who knows? Dow Jones, that's the weekly. It put a bullish engulfing here. We have some resistance. Let's put the candle lines for those who trade with candle lines, and I assume most of you. And here it's one resistance we can see, and here it's another resistance. If we go on the daily chart, so it's in between these two areas. Now, am I selling it? Not really. Nasdaq looks like it's calling for some retracement. S&P 500 say maybe we're going to see some retracement. FTSE 100, the market moved higher, creating higher highs and higher lows. Weak sterling caused also comes with the FTSE strength. And the STOXX 50, the European index, weekly chart, it's in this ranging consolidation environment. Guys, something to tell you, if you're going to use bar charts, and I encourage you to start looking at bar charts, it helps to turn your focus away from the noise of the market. When you use candles, pretty much everything looks like an opportunity, and everything has a meaning because we see candles and we identify every candle, because as per Steve Nison's book, we can read all candles. But what we tend to forget is to put the candles in a context of the big picture or what the market dynamic is at that moment. If you flip to bar chart, at some point you're gonna see, I don't understand what's happening here, and I move on to the next one. And trust me, when you have the bar charts, you can clearly see the patterns. It takes more time to adjust to the bar charts, but once you start getting used to them, you will see market structure. And if you have the tendency to trade the candles right here, when you flip at the bar charts, you're not going to do that anymore. So this one here, it's going to be a nonsense area to trade, but with the bar chart, this one will be a tradable opportunity. If you flip to the candles, you're going to maybe see everywhere, this is an opportunity here, this is an opportunity here, this is an opportunity there to sell it. And see the difference. It's just take pretty much the noise away. Let's go to the DAX. Nice rejection at this resistance. As you can see, guys, here, I zoom in. False break yesterday. 4-hour chart, it's moving lower. There is fairly room to move to the downside. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Market is making lower lows, which is good. So let's see if we're going to see a few candles rising before we place a sell stop order. A buy stop order above this high, if the market is going to push higher, it's going to give us the 10 points. I prefer to see a couple of candles. There are a couple of minutes left for the London Open. I just want to see a few candles. That's all to the upside. Ibrahim said, thanks, Theo. I make some good trades on gold, but this week has been very active. Yeah. Ibrahim asked, do you trade only daily charts? Pretty much, yes. That's what I do, Ibrahim. Larry asked for the silver. Ruben said, for me, gold has better volatility in the afternoon. Absolutely. US market open, favorable gold volatility. William said, thank you, Theo, for the view on how the order system works in reality. Very welcome. You're very welcome. So let's wait a few more, about 30 seconds before we place the order. Sorry, guys. My mistake. I just wanted to check the time left. So I go with a sell stop below this low. Market is about to, London is about to kick off in the next 10 seconds. Mr. Carlos said, very educative live today. Thanks. You're very welcome. Let's see how the market is going to move at the London Open. If the sellers will join force, or if they're going to move a little bit sideways before it's going to continue to the downside. I'm on this trade short. Guys, any questions about what we discussed today? That's the 5-minute chart. Any other currency pair you would like to see? That's the Aussie against the Canadian dollar. Came from this downward trend line. Pound New Zealand stuck with this range here. Pound Canadian dollar, strength on the Canadian dollar, activate more selling pressure in the pound. Pound is weak. Australian dollar strength, of course, activate another more selling pressure on the pound, which is also good, because if some traders I know, they took this trade with this candle here. USD CHF, let's check the USD CHF. It's still CHF, it's very strong, right? We can see that. Now, there is some kind of congestion here. Again, currency pairs, they are more famous for their cyclicity and the retracement. So at any point, I'm expected to see some push higher, but we don't have anything that screams to buy it right now. let's wait to see what the DAX will do in this 5-minute chart or 1-minute chart. It's going towards the profit target. So let's see if this candle will make it or if it's going to be the next candle. Ibrahim said weakening dollar is still driving a few pairs up until mid next week. I don't see much stability in the US dollar. We need few more points to close the trade. Looks like it played over. Yep. 11 points here. All right, so 11 points played off. If you would like to keep the trade for more time open, I just close it now. I think that was a good trade. The reason we didn't want to place a buy stop order today, guys, it's because on the daily chart, it was so obvious that selling pressure is what support this market. 4-hour chart already was making lower lows and it didn't, it's not worth to try and do counter trend trades and all this stuff when the higher time frame has strong bearish bias. Okay. Heartbeat, good morning. What is the tick name for DAX 40 on MT5? Here is DAX 40. What do you mean the tick name? Or DYX? No, DYX 40. There is no DYX. It's DAX 40. All right, guys. I think we had a very nice session today. You learn a lot. For one more time, we had a good trade. For those who are going to trade later on and be around, I would like to wish you to be smart with your trades as usual. Never let the emotions of greed and fear occupy your mind while trading. And I wish you to have a great day ahead. And I look forward to see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.